Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another reading. Relax, and we're going to dive deep into the Divine Masculine and what he is doing today. So thank you again for joining. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we put out readings for you all the time. New readings, right? Of the Divine Masculine and what has been going on. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to pull just about the block, just what's going on right now in the energy of the Divine Masculine. The first card, well, it seems here that the Divine Masculine is blinded in a way. It seems he is blocking out the truth. That's what it feels like. He's blocking out the truth. There's something about your connection that he doesn't want to face, and so he's trying to avoid it. He's trying to ignore the feelings that he feels about you because there's this type of energy that's going on. Let me see. So he's trying to block all of these feelings out for you because he feels that he's protecting himself from you. It's almost as he's scared of love. And this is stemming a lot from his childhood. And it feels like he's experienced a lot of deep hurt. Because he has this deep hurt within him, it's very hard for him to connect with you right now at this moment. And it doesn't mean that he doesn't want to connect. It just means that he's working through the heavy feelings. It almost feels like rejection, like his mother, or it could be his father too. But they always rejected him in his love, rejected just connection with him in general too. And so he loves you because he feels all this love for you. But he also loved his parents, and his parents didn't love him back. And so that rejection is causing him to feel the same way about you. He loves you, but he's like, does she love me back? Or does she just feel the same way that my parents felt about me, right? Does she not like me? And so he's having all these beliefs in his mind, and that's what's shutting down his connection to you. That's why he's blocking off, and he doesn't really want to see what's going on or what he's doing. But this is one of the main blocks in your union, not wanting to see the truth of something, right? He doesn't want to face his feelings for you. He doesn't want to face the truth of your connection because of rejection, because he feels like he's going to be rejected. And so it's nothing that you're doing. This is one of the main things that is causing him to believe. So what can you do? Miracles and blessings. So what this card is kind of indicating to me is that even though he's working through all of these things, your positive mindset is really going to help him out of this. It's really going to kind of extract all of these really negative things that he has. And it's also encouraging you to just really believe in miracles, because it can happen in your union if you choose, right? It's the miracle of change, the miracle of, you won't experience him rejecting you. Because that's what you're experiencing right now, is him just rejecting you over and over again, but it's because he's just rejecting himself. That's how he's mirroring you, because you guys are your ultimate mirror. And so for you, it's just keeping the positive mindset of, let me see where I can be rejecting this miracle, right? This miracle of my union, and move with that and see within what comes up there, because there's something for you to look at too. You are worthy of having that union with him, and it's just something that you're moving through, so you can have compassion for him and for you as you work through this. Let's see, what other blocks is he moving through? Okay, so what this card is indicating is that there's a lot of imbalance in his life with his energy, with his finances. Specifically, it feels like with finances, I don't know if he has a spending problem, but I just see him like spending all this money kind of carelessly. It could be because he's trying to impress somebody or trying to put on like a false image of himself and who he is. And it's not that he's a bad person, but he's putting on this persona of, I'm rich and I have all this money, which he is. Like he's very like financially stable and he's able to do these things. but he's doing it for the wrong reasons because he wants to impress like people, or I don't know. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, he's trying to impress everybody. He's overthinking things. He feels like he's not enough. And so because he feels like he's not enough, he's going out and he's doing all these extravagant things to kind of fill this void within him that he's feeling. And it's confusing him too because he wants to stop. He wants to feel good within himself, but he doesn't really know how. He wants to heal. He just doesn't know how. And that's what I see him kind of doing. He's kind of contemplating, well, what can I do here? How can I improve here? There's all these things. There's all these problems in my life, and I don't really know how to get out of them. So it just seems that he feels stuck. He feels stuck because he wants to feel good, but there's this stuck energy. Let's see. Let's go deeper. It's almost as if he's feeling helpless because there's a solution. There's a solution there for him, but he's not seeing. And it seems like this is almost the same thing that we just talked about in a different way, which is pretty funny. It's like he's hiding the truth. He's hiding against the truth, right? This card says the key is within your grasp. And so the truth is there, the help is there, but he's not taking it. He's not taking it. He's not choosing it. Why is he not choosing it? Well, so it's the same thing. It's almost like he's feeling he's just not worthy enough to have these beautiful, amazing things in his life. He doesn't feel worthy of you specifically because he treasures and loves you deeply. He knows that this connection with you has touched him like in a way that no one has ever touched his soul. But even though he's experienced that and has had this deep love and appreciation for you, he just doesn't feel worthy of it. He doesn't feel worthy of his union. He doesn't feel worthy of having like you in his life because he knows the woman that you are. He knows the qualities that you have and how you love him and how you radiate this beauty. He just lights up when you're around. Yeah, but he just doesn't feel worthy. He's saying, I know she's a perfect woman for me, but I don't know how to handle it. I don't know what to do. Because with the money thing, he feels like all he has to offer is money, like material things, because that's just how he grew up. He grew up with, you just buy things for your woman, or you impress her with this thing. You have to have the most money to have the best woman. And so he's still caught up in this like worldly pattern of money is everything. And so it's funny. He wants to impress you. He just doesn't know how. And because he doesn't know how, he just feels unworthy of you. He's like, I have all this money. I have all these gifts. But he recognizes that that's shallow. And he's just having trouble going deeper with you, like taking your union to the next level. And because there's just a lot of this unworthiness coming up. But let's kind of go like deeper, because I feel like there's another thing here. This is interesting. Back to what you... Okay, so this is kind of on your part, what you can do for yourself here and how you can help him, because you guys mirror each other. When you are healing, he is healing too. How you can help is because it seems that you are looking in your life and you're kind of evaluating what you want. You have all these goals that you're setting out and you're getting very clear on your desires. And if you're not clear on your desires and what you want in your life, well, this is saying, hey, you need to do this. You need to get very clear on what you want in your life. It could be your life purpose. It could be like in your relationships, in your job, right? If you do this, it's going to help you kind of claim, because you're both having this worthiness thing. By you doing this, you're going to help claim your worthiness. When you sit down and go, this is what I want in my life, you're actually claiming that for yourself. Once you clear this block of, unworthiness, you're going to help him heal it too. So yeah, when you get clear, so to see. And this is why he's not really like clearing his relationship with you either, because there's a part of you that's hesitating too. Like you're both in disbelief. Like, what? This is the thing? This can be a thing? You're pulling at each other. That's good. I feel like we got clarity there. Like you can have clarity with this situation when you really sit down and give your time to yourself and allow yourself to really take a look at your life, reevaluate everything, and this will help him reevaluate everything too. Because it feels like you are getting rid of toxic relationships. This is funny because we just got a card that says like is within your grasp, and then the next card that I got just has a key on it. It's just about making a choice. He's just having a hard time making a choice. Making a choice with what he wants, with how he wants to love, how he wants to be. There's definitely a third party situation that you are moving through. He's with this other person because he doesn't feel like he can move on, because he feels unworthy. It's back to the unworthiness, like we're going deeper, like I said. He knows he can leave this person, but it's almost like he's holding on. But why is he holding on? Let's get clear on that too. Why is he holding on? Okay, because this person that he is dating or with makes him feel really loved. He's getting like this motherly love, basically, from this other person. Like, she's loving him how he would want his mother to love him. And this is where this childhood block is coming into play too. Because he recognizes that the love she gives is different from yours. He recognizes that. He has an awareness of, okay, this one feels good, but this one feels even better. But I don't know how to choose the even better one. And the even better one is your love, right? And he's just with this person because she's giving him something that he doesn't know how to give himself, which is love. He doesn't know how to love himself in this space. And so she's doing it for him. But even though that she's doing it for him, the relationship is really toxic. The relationship is not serving him. He's just holding on to her in the fear that he won't really have what he wants, that he won't be loved, that he'll just keep being rejected. And he stays with her because she doesn't reject him. He's moving through a lot of past stuff. And it feels like something happened in the past between you two. Maybe you guys have an argument, or you kind of disagreed on something and then kind of had the separation. But he keeps thinking of it. Like, he has something to say to you. He wants to express these things. He's just not sure how to. This is really cool because it ties into like every single card that we just talked about. Yeah, he just feels really confused. I feel for him. I feel for this man. He's like, I see him kind of in the corner, just like pulling his hair out. How do I express this? How do I let her go? He's trying to let you go, but he can't. He knows that it's you. He knows that it's you. There's no doubt. There's no doubt in his heart that it's you. He's just differentiating between how she makes him feel and how you make him feel. And he's getting to that. He is becoming to be more aware of just how deep the feelings go for you. Yeah, this is really good. So let's pull a card for how you can help here. Okay. So free yourself. I like this a lot because what it's saying is you have the power here. And it's about recognizing yourself. Going back to the first card that we drew, which was, you're not seeing the truth. And this is about recognizing the truth of who you are to him. You are his twin. You are his perfect love. But because you don't see this yet, he's not fully seeing you a little bit, getting little nudges, but he's not fully seeing it yet. And that's okay. So all you need to do here is really just making a choice and choose to see that this love is for you, that you are worthy of having it, that there's nothing that can stand in the way, right? You can release the past, release the idea that this other person he's with is better than you. Release all of these things because they're just holding the both of you back, and he's just mirroring this to you. But this is really good. I really like this. So we're going to pull another card because I want to definitely go deeper into this. Feels like you're looking at your past relationships and like your patterns and what you went through, because you had the same pattern of, I'm not going to recognize my value or my worth. And so I'm going to like put myself in crappy like relationships just because like they give me something. And so this is what you both are working through too. Like that's why he's having this other person, because he is trying to seek love. He's trying to get love when he should just be loving himself. And he's not really sure how to go about loving himself. He knows that he needs to do it and he's aware of it. He's just working through that. And so what you keep doing to just help him through this is you keep reiterating the fact that you don't need to look for love outside of yourself and just focus all of your love and attention onto you and give yourself the love that you're craving. He will come right back to you. There's nothing to worry about. Even if you're experiencing all of this stuff in your union, it's definitely going to be healed. And by you doing this and like looking within yourself and getting like really clear where you're still having this pattern, you're helping him heal through it faster. You're helping him heal through it faster. So this is really good. You are doing a good job. I feel like you doubt yourself a lot and you need to stop doing that because you're doing a really good job. Trust yourself. Wow, this is good. All right, let's follow our thing. Ooh. So he's having a lot of creativity blocks. So this sounds like he is working through life purpose stuff. I see what this is. So right now he currently has a job where he makes a lot of money, but he's not happy with it. But he's just doing it for like this outwardly thing, this outwardly gain like status or praise. Again, it's that impressing other people, but he's feeling the call in his heart to do bigger things, to do the things that he's really desires and that he's passionate about. But there's something that's blocking him. What's blocking him? Oh, okay. So it's just himself. He feels like if he stops what he's doing right now, that his passion and his desire for the thing that he wants to do, like it's not going to carry him. He really wants to start his life purpose and he's really honoring that desire within him, but he doesn't see a solution through. He's saying, well, if I just drop my job, like how am I going to support myself? How am I going to even start my life purpose? Where do I start? What do I do? I have all of this creativity within me, but I can't express it. I can't express it because I don't know if it's even going to be good. So there's a lot of doubt. He's experiencing a lot of doubt, which is okay. All right, let's get even more clear. He's holding on to the limiting belief that he's not good enough. Because this is really the overarching theme. And the biggest thing that you're working on in your union is you don't feel good enough for any of your desires. And that's why he's kind of living this fantasy life and not recognizing the truth of who he is, right? He's with this person that he doesn't really like. And yeah, she may like quote unquote love him, but she's not really loving him. It's not a good relationship. It's a really toxic relationship, a very codependent relationship. But she reminds him of you. And so he's settling. Oh, well, I really desire my twin flame, but I'm just going to settle because I don't feel worthy of this. Oh, I really desire to live my life purpose, but I don't feel worthy of it. So I'm just going to do the next thing. I'm just going to do this thing and have a lot of money, but not actually be happy. It's like he's just trying to be comfortable, quote unquote comfortable. He's not actually comfortable and he's lying to himself. He doesn't want to change because he doesn't trust. He's experiencing a lot of trust issues. Like this is trust issues with God. You could say universe or source, but he doesn't trust that God will take care of him. He doesn't trust that God hears him or wants to communicate with him or wants him to have what he desires. He doesn't trust himself, most of all. He doesn't trust himself because he's been looking at his past. He feels like he's messed up in the past. And so he's playing like this just loop in his mind of, no, I don't trust myself, so I'm not going to do it. I don't trust myself, so I'm not going to do it. And it's just this bing pattern of, oh, I don't trust myself. I'm not good enough. Blah, blah, blah. What you can do as he's moving through this is be open to receiving. You both have a receiving block. And so it does feel like you're deeply working on this stuff. As a divine and feminine, your natural state is to receive. And it feels like you are healing into that. You are like healing deeper into your femininity. But that there's that trust play, right? That we were just talking about before. There's this trust in, okay, will I be supported? Will I still be loved if I open myself up and allow like myself to receive? It's like, will I be loved? And so definitely look within there, like where this has happened before, like where you've opened up and, okay, were you loved, or were you expecting love, or were you not loved? Like, were you treated really badly? And get in touch with your feeling, because your feelings are the key to your relationship with him. And it's really going to benefit you when you kind of just give yourself this time to look at where you're not open to receiving. Because when you go deeper into this, like, it's going to help him open up to receiving. And when he opens up to receiving, he's going to realize that he's good enough. And then you'll have your union. Dad, this is very important to realize. And also, too, you don't have to do this alone. You can download the free introductory course. The link is in the description below. Just download that. It'll really, like, teach you how to have your union with your twin flame. Have your union with your man. Isn't that what all of you want, right? Do you want your union with your man? Download it. It will help you. It will change your life. And it will help you heal a lot of these blocks that we're talking about. All right, let's see. What's the last thing that he's working through right now? Acceptance. Yeah, because he's going through the dark night of the soul right now. I don't know if that was obvious, but he definitely is. And so what he needs to do, he needs to learn to love himself, even if he's feeling like really bad, even if things in his life isn't going well, he's upheaving all this stuff. Because it literally says, love the darkness. Love the darkness. And so he's seeing himself, he's seeing the things that he doesn't like, and he's judging himself quite a lot. He's judging himself, he's putting himself down, he's not being very nice to himself. And this is causing him to kind of also be aloof, like numbed out to you, numbed out to your connection also. He's being really hard on himself. But it's okay, he's going through the dark night of the soul. So he's just having a lot of things come up. He just needs to be compassionate with himself. Even though he is going through this dark night of the soul, he is learning more patience, it feels. Like he is learning to be more patient with himself. But there's just all these other things that are coming up in the midst of it. That's really sweet. You belong to paradise. Yeah, and this is the message for both of you. Like I mean, what came up for me, it just says, you belong to me. And that's what your divine masculine says to you, is you belong to me, his higher self, right? His message to you. And so that's the truth of your connection. That's the truth of your relationship. You belong to paradise. This is, again, going deeper into the same thing that we're talking about, is you belong in your twin flame union. You belong together. So stop doubting that, right? Release this. Because it feels like you are doing this, though. You're both are just clearing these limiting beliefs. I don't know. I just see both of you guys, like, you're reaching for each other. You're constantly reaching for each other. Like, and all you have to do is just take that one little step forward, and it's there, and you have your union. But you got to let that wall down, because you both have these walls up. But you're not going to be hurt. You're not going to be rejected. You're just going to be met with love. Like, this love is safe. That's what he doesn't really realize, but he's beginning to realize it too, that this love is safe. Because he doesn't feel completely safe with this other person that he's with, but he feels completely safe with you. And that he knows, and that he can tell the difference. And he is going deeper into that. He's beginning to realize it's coming. It is. And so what you can do to really just solidify, like, everything that we just talked about, is keep remembering the truth of who you are. Like, you are twin flames. That's the truth. You're meant to be together. You will be together. If you could take away anything from this reading, and I just want you to sit with this, is you belong to paradise, which means, like, you belong to heaven. You belong to everything that you desire. Just sit with that and see what comes up, and write it down too, because it's just really powerful and something to think about. It's just your divine masculine's answer to everything that we just talked about. You belong to paradise. You belong to me. That's the truth. That will always be the truth. He just can't believe it's you. He's like, this is my perfect woman. How? What do you mean? What do you mean? How is this her? It's unworthiness. That's the whole point of this reading. He just feels really unworthy of you. So go back, scan this reading again, because there are a lot of things in here for you. Thank you guys again. This is really fun to do. Always a pleasure. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and come back to our channel, because we will always have readings about what the divine masculine is doing, so we can help him and you come into your harmonious unions. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.